Hello, Margaret Toomey Public School Ravens, families, and staff. It's Mr. Wilson with this week's Principal Update video. And today's video is going to be a little bit of a cooking show because I'm here in my camp kitchen. It's lunchtime and I'm hungry. So, what am I making? I should actually have a sip of this coffee. What is Mr. Wilson making for lunch? Well, we've got 3 eggs, and carefully turn this around, and some delicious omelet ingredients, and some salt and pepper to season it. So this week is a pretty exciting week. Well, every week is an exciting week because we're already at the end of May. In fact, the month of June starts next weekend, which is pretty crazy too. So that means we are only going to have about 4 weeks left of school. And I will tell you, Ravens, in those 4 weeks, a lot of good stuff is happening. So June 5th to the 7th, those are the dates that our grade 3s and our grade 6s will be completing the EQAO assessment of reading, writing, and math. So our students have been working with staff to do some preparations around these assessments. And so the students will be gearing up to get those done next week. Another exciting thing we have happening in the very near future is on June 10th, we will be hosting an event called the Superior Start Primary Screening Program. And this is for students who are in pre-JK up to grade 2, and it's an opportunity to do some health screening to make sure that everything is the way that it should be, on benchmarks for academics and well-being and some health stuff too. You can find information about the Superior Start on the Margaret Toomey Public School Facebook page and on EDSB, or reach out and I will definitely get you that information. In between, we have lots of special events happening in classes. For example, classes have been regularly going down to Penn Lake. We have some other extracurricular activities happening. Track and field is coming up soon. And then on June 10th, it's also a professional activity day because teachers will be starting to put all of their evidence together into report cards. And that's going to lead us up to graduation. So we've got the kindergarten team preparing their graduation ceremonies for just after the middle of June. We have our grade 8 graduation ceremony on June 24th at 6 p.m. And then the last day of school is on June 26th. So those 4 weeks are going to be jam-packed with stuff. We have another fantastic resource that is in the school helping out our students with math. This resource is Miss Vanessa, and Miss Vanessa is one of Superior Greenstone District School Board's math coaches. So her job is to observe classes and observe teachers and look at some of the practices and strategies that students and teachers are engaged in. She's able to bring in some of the practices that she's been taught, and she helps build knowledge and skills to improve a student's understanding of math and their ability to problem solve. This is really a great resource, and welcome to Miss Vanessa. She's actually been working for about a year now in the school when she's able to visit us, but for the remainder of the year, she's in the school at least once a week, which is huge. Right now, she's primarily working with our grade 3 class, and really excited for how this program will be expanding next year. So thank you to Miss Vanessa and to our math team at the school board. And now back to plating this delicious meal. Presenting the most dad meal ever. All right, well, I let my lunch cool off. There's just a couple of other things that I want to talk about, and both are really important things for me to share. So the first one is the Marathon High School Powwow that's coming up very soon on June 7th, as a matter of fact. This event is open to the entire community. So if you've never been to Powwow before, this is an easy way to go in with a lot of familiar people and to just watch and listen and learn and be part of an incredible community is something that's near and dear to me. This event is being developed by a couple of classes at the high school with the support of the Superior Greenstone District School Board, Beegtagong Nishnabeg, and Netmasakamig Nishnabeg. Again, just it brings everybody together and I love it. So that's June 7th. Teachers have information letters, so if you haven't seen those yet, make sure to speak to your kiddo or reach out to your teacher on Edsby, and we'll make sure that we get those letters out to you. The last thing that I want to share is just a shout out to our entire school and school community for recognizing, acknowledging, supporting, and appreciating that some kids learn and communicate a little bit differently. And we know that sometimes that's a little bit scary, or it creates some anxiety, or it's just different when we're around kids who speak or communicate or learn differently than we do. But my goodness, when I go around classrooms and I see the relationships formed with our ravens, and I see our educators teaching knowledge and compassion about these topics like communication, ideas like autism and the autism spectrum, when I see kids just being so friendly and compassionate and inclusive, it warms my heart, and it just makes me appreciate life on a grander scale. I really want to speak out specifically about our educational assistants, though. These are the folks who often work one-to-one with our higher needs students, and the relationships they form are like unbelievable. The care, the compassion, the patience, the ability to recognize and celebrate movement forward, and the acknowledgement that it's hard work and it takes time. Thank you to our educational assistants, and of course to our families too. The work that you do amazes me and it humbles me, and know that we are all here to support one another, whether we are those educators and students who are in class, or those of us who are just out here to support one another. So I'm going to end on that, because that support just means a lot to me as well. So continue doing those good things, Ravens. Enjoy the next 4 weeks as May wraps up, and take care of yourselves and each other. Cheers.